Hello, my name is Armani Hill, and before we begin, I'd like to tell you all a little story. During the COVID lockdown period, a mother in Texas named Courtney had two sons. Her 4-year-old son, Alex, began having pains as well as meltdowns, which concerned his poor mother. So for the next 3 years, Courtney would begin visiting multiple doctors, as well as other various experts to figure out what was wrong with Alex. In total, Courtney visited over 17 different experts, and none of them could give a clear explanation on why Alex was having these issues. Courtney found a website called ChatGPT that was created in 2022. She decided to put all of Alex's information into this website. Not only was it able to describe Alex's condition, which was spinal bifida, which is a tethered cord syndrome, in a matter of seconds, but she also visited a neurosurgeon who was able to also diagnose Alex with a mild form of this tethered cord syndrome. Finally, after 3 years, Courtney was able to find Alex's diagnosis and get him treatment for this with the help of ChatGPT. Technology is an integral part of society. This fact cannot be understated. By extension, artificial intelligence has also begun affecting technology as well. Oxford Languages define artificial intelligence as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, technology recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. Now would be an appropriate time to delve into the question of, is artificial intelligence beneficial for society? I will be arguing that artificial intelligence is beneficial for society. 3 aspects that I will be talking about is the daily life, the entertainment, and the working industry of the average citizen. The effect that artificial intelligence has on people's daily life will be the first aspect I will be talking about to paint the affirmative side. Firstly, artificial intelligence has made many improvements to the daily life of the average individual. Siri, Alexa, and even Google have created a massive impact on both researching information and acquiring necessities through their uses of vocal recognition and data analysis. The abilities to gather and filter information based on verbal statements or general information like location or past searches is something very astounding to realize. Artificial intelligence have improved the security and safety of many families thanks to advancements on technology like cameras for stronger facial recognition, as well as various applications like improved cybersecurity, fraud detection, and improved antivirus protection. Other examples that are being developed upon by automatic technology are autonomous cars, which are cars that require less human interaction to operate, and GPS systems that provide up-to-date roads and the most fastest traveling routes to take. Modern technology may not be perfect, but with enough time and effort, we will be able to create a safer environment for people to be both content with and to better associate with. Evidently, the influence of artificial intelligence on both media and entertainment have begun receiving traction during recent years. There are multiple instances of artificial intelligence on many websites that you may not even realize at first glance. Algorithms and filters are commonly utilized programs that present users with content that they would desire or would be interested in viewing based on the user's content that they would partake in. Advertisements are another example of content that the user will learn from based on experiences that the user would be most satisfied with, as well as information that they would most likely have help from. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube are examples of social media platforms that use algorithms to promote content personalized to the user based on their searches, subscriptions, or videos watched overall. Amazon is a prime example of an e-commercial platform that primarily sells a variety of products that the user will both enjoy and will continually buy from their services. The movie industry uses artificial intelligence to gauge the box office potential of a movie based on both its script and the target audience for that movie. The sports industry will use artificial intelligence to analyze game footage for more fair decisions in real time, as well as employing artificial intelligence to improve game results by predicting player performance. In addition to social media, video games have also taken a large portion of society by storm. Games were always present in human history, with Mercallo being perceived as one of the first games ever created in 6000 BCE in Africa. Birdie the Brain, a digital version of the popular game Tic-Tac-Toe, was designed by Joseph Cates to play against people for the Canadian National Exhibition. Deep Blue, a chess-playing supercomputer with the ability to both react and adapt to opponents' moves, was first developed in 1951. It was the first supercomputer to both win a game and a match against a world champion chess player in 1996. Space Invaders was a fixed shooter developed in 1978 in Japan by the Toyota Corporation. Space users' ability to generate multiple unique enemies at the same time was advanced with technology, which explains its huge popularity. Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are just some of the various companies that use video games for various audiences and also profit off of the potential of video games and understand the type of entertainment that many individuals like. All types of entertainment platforms use AI. However, the entertainment industry is not the only industry that utilizes artificial intelligence into its business. Thirdly, artificial intelligence has begun impacting the abilities of the work industry more than ever. Many companies use artificial intelligence to improve their profits and to improve their productivity to properly produce more products to the population. Easy access and more concise organization for work documents or client intel is one of the major alleviations that artificial intelligence gives to the work environment. Factory machines, conveyor belts, copying machines, and other major machinery in various industries have been improved upon by AI to reduce the necessity of human involvement in the main process. The quality and quantity of products has increased through the use of autonomic technology while reducing the cost and downtime that typically comes with such productivity. Artificial intelligence also removes the need of constant communication required to maintain a steady workflow, since artificial intelligence only needs a command input to do a task. Though the machine will still need maintenance, employers can mitigate the effect of human error in the process and the implementation of artificial intelligence in the production process. Moreover, another factor that highlights the importance of artificial intelligence is the speed and efficiency that allows artificial intelligence to make fast decisions for future decisions and actions for a company. As I mentioned in the story at the start, artificial intelligence also mitigates the human error with diagnosing patients. Doctors can employ artificial intelligence into properly identifying and diagnosing solutions to patients in precarious situations. Due to the vast amount of information and data that artificial intelligence has at its disposal, it will have more widespread knowledge of possible illnesses while reducing the bias or mistakes of a doctor when making a proper diagnosis. Artificial intelligence can prove to be a powerful asset to many industries and businesses, and its impact cannot be ignored. With how powerful artificial intelligence has become in recent years, many individuals have begun insisting that artificial intelligence is harmful and will be the downfall to our society. Despite the many positives that artificial intelligence has brought to society, there are people who are concerned about the implications that artificial intelligence will have on humanity. Firstly, a major argument when discussing artificial intelligence is how it supposedly promotes unoriginality and simplicity over hard work, creative thinking, and honesty. To provide an example, the National Library of Medicine conducted a study of Chinese and Pakistani universities and found out that around 68.8% of student laziness and decline of their brain abilities to think and act was caused by their reliance of artificial intelligence. These findings seem concerning on a surface level. However, this perspective of the study is a denigration of the statistics, since it equates artificial intelligence capabilities with human motivation. Artificial intelligence has the power to promote large-scale accessibility to knowledge that people may struggle to acquire, and by extension, could be heavily abused for quick and easy solutions. This is the findings that I have derived from the studies, since abusing artificial intelligence to answer every problem of life will obviously limit the brain capacities of individuals. Secondly, people dread the idea of increasing the power of technology and electronic devices. One reason for this is cyber attacks, which are generally premeditated digital network assaults with the goal to pillage or disrupt digital configurations and systems. The United Healthcare attack and the SolarWinds supply chain attack are prime examples of cyber attacks that resulted in important information becoming compromised and costing millions of dollars in losses. Cyber attacks may be concerning, but it will become easier to defend against these attacks by improving our defenses. By weakening artificial intelligence, we will weaken our defenses against enemies, and by extension, our own civilization. Finally, people may be concerned about the idea of artificial intelligence replacing workers. However, there is more nuance to this subject than people realize at first glance. Artificial intelligence has the ability to create new jobs for people and businesses, since technology will still need to be properly maintained and constantly improved to come out for companies to overcome their other competitors. This means that there will be even more occupations for people searching for job opportunities. Building the machinery and its functions, maintaining the machinery, or the machinery systems are a few of the many possibilities that can stem from utilizing artificial intelligence in the business industry. Though artificial intelligence is not specifically stated in the Bible, you could attribute certain Bible verses to the current situation of artificial intelligence. As stated by 1 Peter 4:10, as each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. By using technology to serve one another, we can act as God's stewards to improve upon society as a whole. By using technology for evil or malice, by weaponizing technology against one another, then technology will truly be the downfall to society. Do not neglect to do good or to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. This verse by Hebrews 13:16 is how we should be implementing artificial intelligence into our society. We can use technology to restore the peace and tranquility everybody seeks, rather than to perpetuate the violent cycle that continues to infest humanity. In short, this essay was created to argue why artificial intelligence is necessary for society. The effects of artificial intelligence on every citizen's daily life, entertainment, and the working industry are the best examples for why artificial intelligence is necessary for society. I created this speech to make a statement on why artificial intelligence is such an important element for our civilization. Technology has become an intricate part of our community, and we will find ourselves in various predicaments if we do not adopt artificial intelligence and design its place in our community. To disregard all the benefits of artificial intelligence for simple and redeemable negatives is very close-minded for a society that has made skyscrapers and rockets out of pebbles and sticks. People were opposed to the ideas of cars and trains due to how seemingly dangerous they were at the time to both people and property. Though they may not be perfect now, forms of transportations and the regulations on them have been improved upon to reduce such accidents from occurring on a commonly basis. I hope that these arguments have persuaded you to consider why artificial intelligence is not something to be feared, but to be utilized to enhance our society. Thank you.
Great job, Armani. We'll now open up to questions.
That was a wonderful speech. As someone who uses AI on a daily basis, I resonate with the sentiment that it is going to help our future. First question I have for you is, why do you think ChatGPT was able to diagnose their child's issue much faster than any of the doctors that they had visited?
Well, the main reason for this is that most doctors usually are knowledgeable in one main field, and they may have information about other fields, but most of the time they have knowledge about one specific field and may not have information about all types of diagnoses or illnesses that ChatGPT may have, since ChatGPT has the entire internet to use, while doctors only have the knowledge that they learned at the time. So that's probably the main reason why the doctors weren't able to diagnose as fast as ChatGPT was.
And assuming that ChatGPT didn't write your article, what do you think about plagiarism and copyright when it comes to what ChatGPT and other AI models can provide?
Well, those mainly fall to copyright issues. However, I personally think that ChatGPT shouldn't be writing them, but rather helping you mainly with grammatical errors or giving advice on what you could change about a essay or a statement. Mainly since if you have ChatGPT writing your essays, then you technically aren't creating an essay, ChatGPT is, which I find to be very disingenuous for any field you may be a part of.
And this one might be a little bit more dicey. So because these AI models are based and trained on our current information of everything that we know today and has been written down on paper, how do you think that is going to go forward with the biases that we have as humanity today?
What I mainly would say about it is, if we would be able to remove both biases and personal opinions on certain topics and subjects, we will also be able to apply that to artificial intelligence. And though artificial intelligence may have some bias, if we are able to both remove that and have a more widespread and more accepting society, then we'll also be able to both fix artificial intelligence and improve it to greater heights than it already is at.
Thank you.
Armani, well done. Couple questions. One, you mentioned potential challenges, one of those being stumping creativity or cyber attacks. And so the first question I wanted to ask you was, how do we practically improve defenses against cyber attacks? And you mentioned without weakening AI would make us more vulnerable to that. So how do we improve defenses against cyber attacks without weakening AI?
Some suggestions I would give is trying to stop cyber attacks before they happen by implementing stronger technology and stronger code into many of our websites and government information. And though it may not always work, we could always fix those problems as they arrive by stopping the route that someone may use to infiltrate the government information.
And then my second question for you would be, you mentioned the need for AI, and I would like to propose the need for human interaction. How do we balance both of those needs without compromising one? So the need for artificial intelligence and the need for human interaction, how do we balance those from your perspective?
I would mainly suggest having human interaction in areas that artificial intelligence may not be as efficient in, and allowing artificial intelligence to help us with trivial tasks or more tasks that may become tedious at times, like sorting information. Because though humans can do that, it will be much faster for artificial intelligence to do that, and then we could use the information that they sorted for other tasks or other things rather than spending a lot of time sorting it. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed hearing you. My question is, how might widespread adoption of AI in education, in the education system, how might that change the education system? And positive changes, negative changes?
I would say the main changes that it would bring would probably be mainly how students work and how efficiently they will be able to work. Because though some negatives like people using ChatGPT to write essays or using artificial intelligence to mainly do the work for them, it will also be helpful for them to have access to I guess technology that would allow them to look for information easier than some books that we may have, because books may not have topics that we may want to discuss, as well as being able to fix any grammatical errors or look for stronger words when writing essays, since sometimes we may not have the resources or the knowledge to properly write an essay or to properly fix an essay.
Okay, and that brings me to my other question. Some argue that as we continue to embrace technology, that we weaken the ability to critically think, and you brought that up, be creative and be problem solvers. So what steps can be taken so that we can exercise these skills and not lose our faculties?
One main thing I would suggest is not becoming reliant on artificial intelligence. By being reliant on artificial intelligence, we will be limiting our brain capacity and our critical thinking abilities. And another method I would suggest is having more hobbies besides specifically artificial intelligence, mainly doing a sport and extracurricular, drawing, reading, things along those natures, mainly to keep our minds strong while also having strong technology to help us out when we need it.
Thank you.